So I'm glad to be here as guest of inngen, David Gowu. You're the CEO of a company solving a part of the problems the European labor market with Ghanaian talent. What's the way you're dealing with that?
We are excited to be one of the pioneers trying to solve this problem, trying to help the labor market in Europe with young talents from Ghana, and also providing opportunity to young people who are here to be able to experience some of the skills and some of the things that are required by companies abroad. In Ghana, we have a lot of young people, great talents. They are interested in technology, but there's a skill gap. And also there's gap when it comes to opportunity. We don't have so many companies here in Ghana that can employ a lot of the graduates we have. In 2021, we got over 500,000 young people into tertiary institutions, various tertiary institutions across the country. And they come out looking for jobs.
So they're not enough jobs. Of course, the potential is tremendous. If you see, we have a lot of need for talented people, and you have a lot of need for good jobs to bring that together. And now we are in this situation in the hall of your, I think really, I find it a really nice office. If it's a building which used to be a family home, a big family home, you have around 30, 40, 50 people working here, and I was allowed to walk around and to talk to people, and that is a nice atmosphere, so I really feel people are happy to work here.
Exactly.
Is that right?
This is part of our proof of concept. We have a target of wrapping up, getting more young people trained and employed. And we have a 5-year strategic plan of, building a team of over 1,000 people, and then move into what we call the techno park, where we want to build a techno park and then get over 10,000 young people to work there, have accommodation, have a great place of recreation, and also be able to work in a community where they can feel safe.
That's a real ambitious vision. I love things like that. And the kitchen you just you see in the background, the yellow part is a very, very nice kitchen for the team. I already experienced that. And,
absolutely. We work in an environment where we want people to just not sit behind their PCs, but also grab a coffee, sit around, have a chat, also, grab a snack or have their normal lunch and also go back to work. We also have a place where people who live far away can have a place to sleep. They don't have to commute every day and go back home. So this is also part of our efforts to ensure that our people feel happy, work for us, and also serve our clients all over the world.
So let's stay a little bit by the situation for your employees. Of course, it's a completely different labor market than we experienced that in Germany. What are the benefits you offer your employees?
Technology favors young people because they are smarter, they're able to learn new things very quickly, and we have experienced it already when we recruited about 45 to 50 of them this year. We introduced them to emerging technologies like robotic process automation, what we normally call RPA. And these young people were able to learn within 3 months, got certified, and we have a lot of people who are now certified to serve clients abroad. That is the beauty of it. Getting people with no knowledge into a position where they are already skilled to serve clients within a very short time is what we proud ourselves.
And I think they are really proud to have such an international standard work.
Exactly. And we take them through a lot of training as well. Apart from the technical training, we take them to what we normally call the soft skills training and things that they have to do. And when they meet clients, how to, compose themselves, what are the things they are not supposed to do, how they need to appear, and all that stuff.
You just talk a little bit more about it. You showed me the program of your soft skill training with your juniors, and you were really excited in a positive way on that, and me too, because I think that's great, and a lot of people should do that. What do you do? What you're training about?
Normally, working with a lot of European companies, there are a lot of things that are taken for granted. So when you're going to meet the ambassador, there's a way you want to appear.
Okay.
And then when you're going out with your friends, there's also another way you need to appear.
Okay.
So what we're trying to show our young people that are client-facing, that are meeting the client all the time, that have meetings, whether it's a virtual meeting or an in-person meeting, is that there's some kind of expectation for each type of occasion that you are meeting them. And there's a way you need to show up, there's a way you need to speak. And also you need to be on time, you need to manage your time properly. And even when you are preparing your CV, before you get to meet the client, what the type of CV or resume that is required. And it's amazing that things that we take for granted are things that are the little things that we need to do to get these people ready for the job market. And that is what we're doing here.
Yeah, but I think that's really a perfect way and very valuable things you train your people and you do that. But then let's switch to the work you're really doing, because I think that's very ambitious and high-level work. Could you give some idea what kind of projects your talents are doing for European companies?
Yeah, so we are focusing on artificial intelligence-related jobs or jobs that our young people can be trained to automate systems for companies, whether it is a chatbot or is a medical system that detects cancer, or it's a website that needs to be intelligent to be able to help people navigate. All the applications must have some AI component that makes it intelligent, that makes it able to function and collect data and help you to process data and make sense out of that data. And these are some of the solutions that we are developing for our clients. And we are really happy about that. We also provide support to third-party companies, IT support. And one of the key things that we do, 24-hour service. And you can see our office is well equipped for that. So people are able to work in a shift and also serve clients across the globe.
Perfect. And so we talked about it's even no problem at all, even if we have platforms which are driven, for example, in the German language, because you explained it's just built up in English and then it's transferred to the language. No problem.
In a language. We did that for some clients in Switzerland and Germany as well. So it's not a problem at all to be able to develop in English and then do the translation.
And you have already two different languages with Schweizerdeutsch and
German. That's right.
That's two different kinds of German.
Absolutely. I mean, when I was in Switzerland, you could see that there's a bit of difference between the Swiss German and then the German in German.
Yeah, that's the fine differences on that.
Absolutely.
And what do you think, or what is your experience when you talk to European or German companies? What are the main hurdles you have to come over to get together in business?
Yeah, so there's just people understand it, that it is possible here, but a lot of companies are also looking for other companies to make the first step, the first moves, so that they follow. Nobody wants to be the first to start. So helping the client to understand that it's safe, your data is also safe with us because we adhere to high standard of data protection. It's the first thing that our clients are more concerned about. And if when we demonstrate to them that we have this capacity and capability to ensure that we can deliver the service in a safe way, we have the people with the right skills to be able to deliver on time. The moment we get them to be confident about this, we're able to get more business from them. So this bit of hesitation to start is normally the first thing that takes a bit of time. But the moment they start, they realize that, oh, okay, these young people can also deliver the same product and they can deliver it on time. And they can get on the call and have conversation and can take requirements from the clients and get those requirements into solutions that we get back to the clients. And then we begin to have a lot of businesses.
I just think about in my mind is just creating up a kind of a webinar to get to know each other and to have a contact and to encourage people just to give it a chance and just to speak about the specific needs they have. And then of course you have to bring the proof that you're able to do that. But I would like to get in a little bit deeper in that data protection stuff, because we talked about this too, and it was for me very interesting that you told me that there is a quite similar GDPR mirrored situation in Ghana. So what is could be your guarantee or your service?
The government of Ghana identified this data protection thing quite early. So in 2012, which is like 12 years ago, they enacted this law called the Data Protection Law, which also has a commission, which is a Data Protection Commission that regulates the use of data and the data protection. So our organization, we have a data protection officer. We also have registered the Data Protection Commission, and we ensure that we adhere to these data protection laws. Our organization, also being an European company, comes with all the standards, the ISO standards, and the standards that we need to comply with, so that we can ensure that the data that our clients share with us are safe, and we are able to operate within a regulated environment.
Very good. So I think that's a very important argument, and you're really well prepared for that.
Absolutely.
Impressive. Very good.
It is. So I know most clients who are not, who don't have any experience working in Africa always are concerned about that. And as an organization that is, leading this type of initiative, we want to make sure that we are doing the right thing and also to build confidence to our clients.
Of course, and that has to grow, of course. Right. But for me, it's a very big potential, and you just have to start. And try to encourage people for that. Two last questions. I could ask questions the whole rest of the day. I won't do that. Why Ghana?
Okay, so Ghana is really a fantastic location. One, because we pride ourselves as a country that's in the middle of the world. So, longitude and latitude, everything, and we are able to serve clients either in the east or the west. So, I mean, going to Europe is just an hour or two, to the US, maybe 4 hours, 5 hours. And so, I mean, you don't feel that difference in time serving clients that live far away. The people are also able to work almost at the same time zone. Politically, it's a very safe and stable country. You can do your business here, have your investment here, and you shouldn't worry that tomorrow the government will take over everything. That doesn't happen here. Also, Ghanaians are relatively educated, particularly young people. Over 20% of them are graduates. And we churn out quite a number of people, 500,000 people every year from various institutions across the country who have the opportunity to attain higher education. So with the combination of education, and good working environment, climate, so there's not going to be a political turmoil where people cannot come to the office. We don't experience that. We don't have labor laws that restrict people from doing business here. So we have a friendly environment that enables businesses to work.
Cool. And very friendly people, I experienced.
Exactly.
So, and a lot of people speaking a really good English. That's of course very important. So it's quite, you take it for granted, but it's not the same situation all over the world.
Absolutely.
And my last question is about the topic of migration, because of course a lot of people think it's only possible with migration. You do this remote model, which is I think much more valuable for and healthy for the society. What is your view on migration?
I think like I mentioned when we were having our conversation earlier on, migration is something that has been existent for many, many years. So people always try to move to a different location to do something new. But I don't think the whole world or a whole society want to move from one location to another. So what happens to the rest of the people that don't move? For example, if we have 2%, 3% of people moving, should the rest remain and be receiving remittances from those who are working abroad? Or there can be something that they can also do to feel almost the same as those who have migrated, or even feel more comfortable within their own society, working in companies where they earn decent income, they have safety of jobs, and they live their life normally like any other person in any part of the world. And that is what we want to do. We want people to stay here in Ghana, work for companies that help them to build their career, because that is what we do in our organization. We help you to build your career and have the skill. You earn decent income to be able to live well in your country, And of course, you help the country grow because you pay taxes and all the other things. You take care of your family, your extended family, and everybody, and you live in a society that's progressive. So that is what we want here. And we don't want everybody to think that you can only be successful when you travel abroad, but also to bring those jobs, those skills to people here in Ghana, and they can feel almost the same as people who have traveled.
Great. Great vision, great model, great people at work. So thank you very much for having me. It was a very interesting talk. And I try to do something to encourage people to try out how this can work.
Yeah, we are open for business. We have our team in Switzerland, in Germany, and other parts of Europe. We also have a team in the US. So anybody who wants to try out having business in Ghana, we welcome you to come here.
That was an invitation. We do all the links and all that stuff, and I would be happy if it can encourage the one or the other cooperation.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
David.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.